Good morning, everyone. My name is Nikhil Gawande, and today we are gonna uh, learn a new poem which is wrote by M.A. Stoddard. Stodd. So we will take a glance at this poem. The name of the poem is One Thing at a Time. Means you should do a particular thing at a one time. That means some people do many things at a time, which they call as a multitasking, like a phone or laptop. But we should always do one thing at a time. We should not then we should not able to focus on the particular thing, and both the work will not perform with our full strength. So that's why we should do a particular work at particular time. Like if you want to study, so only thought in our mind should be related to the how we improve the study or focus on the study. Like if you want to take some rest, so in that process you should only focus on the relaxing our body or mind, so body and mind. So that's why you should do a particular thing at a particular time or a specific time. If there was a time of our dinner, so we should only do a dinner, not anything else like talking on the phone or searching on the internet or suffering on the internet. So that's why this poem is very relevant to the current timing, and it is very important to our daily life, because lot of we including myself or also we while eating we use a TV or mobile phone. So that's a very not very healthy habit to carry on. So that's why this poem is very important. So let's begin our poem, which is wrote by Mr. M.A. Stodd. Wrote by M.A. Stodd. So let's begin. Work while you work. Work while you work. Play while you play. Play while you play. That means when you are given to some task or work, you should only work, not anything else. Do not relax at that time. If you are have time to play cricket, something, any other sport, so you should only focus on the play. Then you should not be worried about your homework or work. To be useful and happy, that is the way. To be useful and to be happy, that's only way that you should do work at a specific time at the specific aim. All that you do with your might. So again, important word has come, so you should write it down. A word, M-I-G-S-T, might. The meaning of the might is power, a strength, शक्ति ज्याला आपण म्हणतो. So what author say, what poet say, all that you do, anything you have to do with your might, do with your full capacity, full power. Things done by halves are never done right. So again, another word is come, that is very important. HALVS. Half means with half power, or simply means a half strength. If we do a certain work, like if you do our homework or remembering maths formula, if we don't involve in this process, or we don't give our 100% or at least 90% to that work, or we always think about any other things, we are in the library doing our work, our study, if our mind is not fully focused on our work, it halfly focused, so then things are never done right. That then this study you are doing, this work you are doing are not going to be a successful, or result are not expected as you wish. So that's why it is very important that you should perform your duty or work or any other activities with your full might. Might means power, strength, takat. And if you do with your half intention, or if you are not interested in that work, so then things will not do right. That means it will not occur a particular result that you wish for. So that is very important message that poet has given here. One thing at a time, and that done well. So one thing at a time. That means if you are in the work of, like say, solving a math problem, so you should always focus. Then what should be our next step? What should do now? So in this way, if you are one in the state of solving the math problem, so you should not worry about other things like what is going on in our home, what's next period is, what's next question paper will be, or not any other subject related to. You should only focus on the maths problem. So that's why one thing at a time, and that done well. If you are doing this formula, like if you are doing one thing at a time, then and that done well, then result will be like as you expected. If you will get full mark in the mathematical question paper, if you are done with half your might or half your will, you are not interested in that process, so then you will not get a result. A good result is a very good rule, as many can tell. All the successful people who we saw, we read on the paper, news, we see on the news, all these successful people have accepted this formula that one thing at a time. So we should perform our activities, duties, work with at particular time, not mix up two works together. So that's why this result will be come with as we expected. So this is a very good rule. This is a rule, and many have suggested it, as many can tell. Moment should never be trifled away. So work while you work and play while you play. So moment you should never be trifled away. So work while you work and play while you play. So this moment should not be uh, slightly go away. Meaning of the trifled is to slight move. So movement should never be trifled away. So work while you work, play while you play. So you should always do perform your duties, your activities with your full strength. So I think that's the whole poem. So we again read this poem. Work while you work, play while you play. To be useful and happy, that is the way. All you have to do with your might. Things done by halves are never done right. One thing at a time, that done well is a very good rule. As many can tell, moments should never be trifled away. So work while you work and play while you play. So in that moment, you should never be thinking of any other thing. If you are in mood of the play, or you should have your PT class or a sport class, you should only play. You should not thinking about the next day paper or next day homework. You should be in the process. You should be in the moment. You should be in that moment to perform this activity. So that's many can tell that a lot of people who have become achieve their goal or that they wish for. So this is a very important rule, so that they perform. So this is a very good poem which is written by M.A. Stoddart, Stoddlt, Stodd. So that's the whole poem. I hope you like it, you understand it very well. So we will take a quick activity which is on the page number 43. Okay. Listen to the word carefully from the poem. Find another word that rhymes with it. So we have to find out the rhyme word which is on the page number 43, question number 2 or point number 2, like play, might, will, you, one, should. So these are the 6 words that you have to find a rhymes word. Rhymes word means which pronunciation is matches with another one, like a ball, tall. These are the synonyms that their pronunciation sorry, their pronunciation will be matched. So we are going to find out. So what will be the synonym for the play? Play, away. It's kind of similar. Or way. Way is also very similar to the rhyme that we have to write it down here. I will do 1 or 2 activities here, and rest of the you have to find out. Play, way. These are the rhyming words. Rhyming words. Next is might, right. Again we find it. All these rhyming words are in the poem. So main feature of the poem is they are always in the rhyme. So it becomes a very peaceful or very uh, interesting kind of shuffling of the words. So that's why while we read the poem, it's always always create or trigger interest, that all are the at the end they are in the rhyme. So that's why it is a very important. Again, next word is MIGST, might, right. Like similarly, there are another word like whale. What will be synonym for the whale? A tail. Very easy. You will basically find rhyming word at the end of the line or end of the this para. So this is a very interesting, very um, important poem that I don't know, Mr. or Mrs. M.A. Stoddard has written. Very interesting that you should, moral of the poem is, or message of the poem is, you should do one thing at a time, and you should be in the process while you do your activities, a play, which can be play, or work, your homework, your duties. So you should be in the focus way. You should be always in the focus mode, that you have to work what you have to supposed to do. So while we doing work, you should be not in the state of the confusion that I have to do this or that. So this is a very important poem. Name of the poem is One Thing at a Time. So basically name says it all. Name says it all. On the title of the poem, you can understand what can be written in this poem. So your homework is learn these 2 words, important words, and find out the do your activities, which is a rhyming word like a play, way, right, might, right. Like there are 6, I have done 2, and rest of you have to do. So that's all your homework, and I hope you like the poem. So thank you everyone.